If you like this video and Star Wars videos, check out my other channel Starrar, link in the video description and comment section down below. 3 months before the movie releases, and we finally got our first Han Solo teaser trailer. So this video, I want to talk about 11 things you may have missed in the trailer.
You're fulfilling your destiny.
Alright, starting with number 1, Jabbas Guards. I think we can all guess that we're going to see Jabba in this movie. Jabba and Han have a relationship, a history that stretches back well before A New Hope. Heck, even Boba Fett knew Han before A New Hope and just absolutely fucking hated his guts. So it shouldn't be shocking that we actually caught a glimpse of one of Jabba's guards in the trailer, which we also saw that Lando wore this armor when infiltrating Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi. Which means I went from 99.99% sure we were going to get some amazing Jabba scenes to 100% sure. Number 2, gold dice. One of the most touching moments in The Last Jedi is when Luke hands Leia Han's dice from the Falcon. Dice we'd seen in the original trilogy. I and many others had been speculating if the dice would simply be in the Falcon when Han gets it, or if they had a deeper backstory. Now we know the latter. When Han and Emilia Clarke's character, Kira, are racing, we see the gold dice hanging from the speeder. Which, by the way, look at that beautiful dashboard. I love how they keep the technology so cohesive through the different stories. But back to the dice, they could be Han's lucky dice he takes with him everywhere. Or they were part of the vehicle and he keeps them because of surviving a race where he probably should have died. Or maybe those dice are what he uses to scam people. They're loaded, and he uses them to win the Falcon, or some other origin story. We'll have to wait and see. Still, so cool to see the dice. Number 3, Han's belt. I had anticipated that we would see the origins of Han Solo's outfit, or at least pieces of them. Disney just loves to cram that meaningful shit into their movies. If you notice Woody's character, Beckett, he's wearing the belt Han has in the original trilogy. Perhaps Han receives that belt from his mentor before he dies, or he takes it after. We know the mentor dying thing is all Star Wars. Or maybe it's a belt from a gang Han joins under Woody's guidance. At the very least, it's cool to see where one part of Han's later outfit comes from. Number 4, we're fine. This one's an easy one, so you probably didn't miss it, but Han's line in the trailer,
Thought we were in trouble there for a second, but it's fine. We're fine.
is a play on his line in A New Hope.
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
Also, it might be a super meta joke about the Han Solo film and all the problems they've had with it. What I love about this is how well they're showing Harrison Ford's Solo's nervous tics, such as when he swallows after Kira says she knows who he really is. That is all Ford's Han Solo mannerisms. Sanaa Starros. There's some conflicting reports on her, and I don't know if they've officially confirmed or denied this, but I'm still betting that she actually is Sanaa from the comics. Sanaa and Han have a long history of working scams together until they eventually had a falling out. They even went through a fake wedding as a bride and groom to pull a heist, something that leads to her later tracking down Han. I would love to see the fake wedding scam in this movie, but I would be happy, honestly, if we just got a live-action Sanaa. Though some are saying she's going under veil as of right now, so maybe she isn't Sanaa, or maybe she has a code name. Number 6, the Falcon interior. First, we actually got an interview about a month or so ago saying we were going to get the first shot ever of someone walking from outside the Millennium Falcon to all the way in, so I'm still super excited about that. And look at the interior. It is very white and clean, opposite of the filthy Falcon we came to love. So does this hint at something destroying the beautiful white interior? Spice transport gone wrong? Nerf herding? Death Sticks habit? Since Lando owned it before Han, and I love the shots of Lando in the pilot seat and Han behind him in the trailer, he probably took good care of it. Seeing the difference between Lando owning it and Han owning it makes this line so much funnier.
What have you done to my ship? Years?
Speaking of the Falcon, number 7, cargo. You may have noticed that the Millennium Falcon looks a little bit different than how we previously have seen her. That's because she actually is holding cargo. A shipment is attached to her. And you know the type of shipment. 8 and 9, new tie and modified U-wing. While this isn't 100% new, as it was featured in some art in a very old Star Wars booklet, it's still new to the big screen. This tie could actually be a prototype or a ship that was modified by someone. I love the extra pod and weapons. Now, this ship was actually based on some U-wing concepts that weren't used previously, which I'm always a fan of them using concepts they couldn't place in one material and modifying it for another. It really makes the Star Wars universe feel more connected. Of course, they're going to mess around with ships, and there's going to be tons of prototypes in this universe. Number 10. His voice. Okay, you probably did notice that his voice sounds way different than Harrison Solo.
That's yes.
But that's to be expected as we're following Han from the age of 18 to 24. Most men's voices deepen as they get older, so it seems keeping his voice so much higher is on purpose. Besides, impersonating Ford Solo probably would be a pain in the ass. Finally, number 11, that train. Besides the fact that is clearly Woody's character Beckett fighting on the train against the main villain, who then probably kills him, causing Han to go on some revenge shit. That train may look familiar, as it looks a hell of a lot like that concept art for the Falcon being a freight pusher. Will this tie into the movie? God, I hope so. Oh, and look at the villain's sweet-ass fans when he attacks. Also, the droid you see here is called Leet. If you're a gamer, just pretend like they named it that to be ironic. And also some amount of points to someone that can figure out what this says on his helmet. I can't transcribe it even if you flip the image, or please link me if someone has figured it out elsewhere. Okay, so from a scale of this is going to be a fucking disaster to you know this is going to be your favorite new Star Wars movie, how do you rank your excitement for Han Solo coming out this May? Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe for more Star Wars videos.